I helped him pick the flowers for your birthday last week, not knowing they were seeds of a silent sweet speak. I was the one who told him how to make you finally smile. Now he's walking the distance I traveled for a mile. The blueprints we drew, the house on the hill. He's moving the furniture while I'm standing still. I paved the road that you're driving on now. I taught him the words, then he took the vow. And I'm uninvited to the future we plan, a spectator watching him hold on to your hand. The calendar's full of the dates we once made, but my name's been erased, left to rot in the shade. I'm the history book that you both pushed aside to make room for the secrets you no longer hide. Do you talk about me when the lights are down low, or am I a shadow you decided to let go? It's a different kind of lonely, a specific kind of hell, when your brother is the one ringing your wedding bell. I shared my map so he'd find his way home, but I didn't know he'd leave me to wander alone. There's a seat at the table that's empty and cold. There's a version of us that will never grow old. You didn't just leave me, you took my best friend and built a beginning out of my bitter end. Yeah, I'm uninvited to the future we plan, a spectator watching him hold on to your hand. The calendar's full of the dates we once made, but my name's been erased, left to rot in the shade. I'm the history book that you both pushed aside to make room for the secrets you no longer hide. Close the door softly, don't mind the ghost, the one who loved you both the most. I'm just a memory you outgrew, an uninvited guest in a life built for two. I saw your name flash on my phone just like every night, but the silence in this empty room didn't feel quite right. I walked past the cafe, saw two shadows through the glass, the kind of perfect picture I thought was built to last. But the hand that's holding yours is the one I used to shake, and the heart that's currently breaking is the one you helped to make. Now I'm standing in the fallout of a double-edged goodbye, watching 20 years of vanish in a lie. You were my steady anchor, he was my home and soul. Now I'm just a ghost story, losing all control. It's a different kind of morning, a heavy bitter blue, losing the person of to the friend I thought I knew. Do you talk about me when the lights are burning low, or did you bury every memory so the new seeds could grow? I'm checking old photos, wondering when the lines blurred, when we became you two without a single word. I lost my heartbeat and my backbone in a single silent blow. Now I have nowhere to run and nowhere left to go. Was it worth the secret whispers? Was it worth the stolen glance to kill the second chance. I'm a stranger to your secrets, I'm a stranger to his bed. Just a pile of broken promises and words we never said. Now I'm standing in the fallout of a double-edged goodbye, watching 20 years of vanish in a lie. You were my steady anchor, he was my home and soul. Now I'm just a ghost story, losing all control. It's a different kind of morning, a heavy bitter blue, losing the person I love to the friend I thought I knew. The table set for three, but I'm walking out the door. I don't recognize the faces in this hallway anymore. Two people I used to know, now you're just a story I don't tell. Goodbye to both of you. The candlelight is flickering low between us. You're leaning in to whisper something sweet, but I can taste the distance in your breathing, and the way you won't quite let our glances meet. You say you stay late working at the office, then you say you never loved me more than now. A double-edged apology you're offering, while I'm just trying to keep from breaking down. It's two lies for the price of one tonight. I'm sorry and I'll stay to make it right. Wanna keep the peace, wanna hide the shame. Both of them just fuel to feed the flame. I'm paying with my heart for every word you spun, buying two lies for the price of one. I saw the message flashing on your phone screen, the name I wasn't supposed to ever know. You tell me it's a ghost from some old lifetime, and that I'm the only place you wanna go. So I nod my head and play the part of believer, while you build a bridge to lead you far away. It's a cheap charade, a bargain bin deception, and I'm the only one who has to pay. You could have told the truth and let it shatter. At least the jagged glass would be real, but you wrap the pain in silk and call it us, not caring how the hollow silence feels. It's two lies for the price of one tonight. I'm sorry and I'll stay to make it right. Wanna keep the peace, wanna hide the shame. Both of them just fuel to feed the flame. I'm paying with my heart for every word you spun, buying two lies for the price of one. Keep the change, I'm done with the sale. The truth is in the wind and your love is frail. I love you and goodbye, the final two lies. I used to say I had a brotherhood and a soulmate too, a perfect trinity of trust between me, him and you. We shared a table, shared the laughs, and shared the rainy days. But you were sharing secrets in the dark, behind the haze. I didn't see the architecture of my own betrayal until the ship was sinking and you both had set the sail. Now there's two hearts beating, but only one knife. You cut me out of my own skin and walked into your life. The friend who knew my weaknesses hearts in love, and I'm the one under the knife. Is my side of the bed still warm while he's lying where I lay? Does he tell you all the jokes I told before I was betrayed? It's a cruel irony to lose the two of you at once, to be the only student while you taught me all your stunts. He was the one I would have called to help me mend a broken heart. Now he's the one who's holding yours while I am torn apart. Did you wait for me to blink? Did you wait for me to fall? Was I just a shadow standing tall against the wall? You didn't just break a romantic vow, you broke a sacred line. How can he be your future when he used to be mine? Now there's two hearts beating, but only one knife. You cut me out of my own skin and walked into your life. The friend who knew my weaknesses, the love who knew my soul. You traded in my wreckage just to feel a little hole. It's a double-edged ending, a sharpened kind of life. Two hearts in love, and I'm the one under the knife. Good luck with the guilt, I hope it fits you like a glove. I lost a brother and a bride, but you just lost my love. Two hearts, one knife. I'm bleeding out while you start a new life. I thought I'd finally learn to read the signs upon the wall. I thought the third time meant I'd finally miss the fall. The first was a lesson I was far too young to learn. The second was a fever that left a permanent burn. But you were supposed to be the ink that didn't fade, the final destination of the promises I made. I'm staring at the spine of a book I can't complete, walking down the center of a dead-end street. I've used up my adjectives, I've bled out every line, and I'm looking for a meaning that I'll never find. Now I'm turning the page to a blank space, a whiteout in my mind, searching for a future that I'm never gonna find. I thought this was the chapter where the hero gets to stay, but you ripped out the ending and you threw the rest away. 3 loves, 3 failures, and a heart that's lost its trace. I'm just turning the page to a blank space. There's no more metaphors for the way I'm feeling now. I try to start over, but I don't remember how. The first time I cried, the second time I swore, but the third time I just sank into the floor. go. And a heart that's lost its trace. I'm just turning the page to a blank space. Nothing left to read, nothing left to write. Just a lot of empty and a long cold night. Turning the page, but the words are all gone. It's just blank. I was the one who told him your favorite song. I was the one who said you both get along. I paved the bridge and I opened the door, never knowing I wouldn't be needed no more. I watched the sparks from the front row seat, thinking your happiness made me complete. But the fire grew tall and it burned through the line between what was yours and what I thought was mine. Now I'm just a witness to that love, the one you both have risen above. I'm the shadow in the corner of your brand new frame, the only one left with a heart full of blame. I lost my partner and my truest friend to a story I started but I didn't want to end. It's a hollow kind of torture, a silent kind of shove, being a witness to the only people I You're wearing the smile I used to provide, while he's got the keys to the world inside. I see the way that he holds your hand, the language I taught him, now I don't understand. The groove feels different, the air feels thin. I'm the only one losing while you both win. How do I hate him without hating you, when you're the only two people I ever ran to? Is there a place for me in this new life, or am I just the ghost of a husband and wife? I'm the architect of my own heartbreak, watching you keep what I didn't think you'd take. Yeah, I'm just a witness to that love, the one you both have risen above. I'm the shadow in the corner of your brand new frame, the only one left with a heart full of blame. I lost my partner and my truest friend to a story I started but I didn't want to end. It's a hollow kind of torture, a silent kind of shove, being a witness to the only people I love. I'll just keep watching from afar, like a fading light, like a dying star, the witness to everything I used to have, to everything I lost. I'm tracing the outlines of shadows on the wall, counting the minutes since I heard your footsteps fall. The first one was a lesson, the second was a blur, but you were the one I was finally sure of, sir. Now the closet is half empty, the hanger started swinging, and I'm still hearing the song that we were singing. Now there's a void where you used to be, a hollow space in it right next to me. It's a ghost in the hallway, a chill in the bed. It's every I love you that's better unsaid. I've run out of chances, I've run out of three. Just this cold aching void where you used to be. The coffee tastes bitter in a cup made for two. Everything I touch feels like a version of you. I told my heart to open, that let the guard down low. I didn't think a third love would be the one to go, but the silence is screaming. It's louder than words, like the saddest melody that I've ever heard. 3 strikes and I'm frozen, 3 strikes and I'm done. I'm tired of searching for my place in the sun. If love is a circle, I'm stuck on the edge, looking down at the canyon from a broken down ledge. Yeah, there's a void where you used to be, a hollow space sitting right next to me. It's a ghost in the hallway, a chill in the bed. It's every I love you that's better unsaid. I've run out of chances, I've run out of 3. Just this cold aching void where you used to be. The air is getting thinner, the room is getting wide. Just a hole in the center with nowhere to hide. Just the void, honey, the void. The stadium is empty, but the lights are still on. I'm standing in the place where we used to belong. I see you in the center, 1,000 miles away, finding someone new to hear the things you used to say. I'm holding on to tickets for a show that's already closed, just a witness to the life that you finally chose. I'm not the main character, I'm not the lead, I'm just the background noise that you no longer need. The credits are rolling, but I'm still in my seat. And it's a long cold walk on a one-way street, watching you be happy from the cheap seats. I'm the shadow in the corner, the ghost in the line, watching your heart beat in time with hers, not mine. It's a bitter pill to swallow, a heavy price to pay for the view from the sideline as you walk away. I remember the huddle, the heat of the game. Now I'm just a stranger who remembers your name. You're playing for keeps now, but I'm off the field, watching the wounds that I thought would have healed. I know every play, every move that you make, but now I'm just counting every heart, heavy ache. I used to be the one you'd run to when you won. Now I'm just a silhouette staring at the sun. I'm cheering for a ghost, I'm crying for a dream. I'm the only one left on a broken down team. Yeah, it's a long cold walk on a one-way street, watching you be happy from the cheap seats. I'm the shadow in the corner, the ghost in the line, watching your heart beat price to pay for the view from the sideline as you walk away. The lights are flickering out, the crowd is going home, and the view from the sideline is a view all alone. Just a spectator now. Just a spectator. I checked my phone to see your name, but saw your shadow in its frame. The two people I called my home have left me standing here alone. I shared my secrets, shared my fears. You held the cloth to dry my tears. But while I leaned upon your shoulder, the world I knew was getting colder. Now I'm losing the only two I ever loved to a betrayal I never could have dreamed of. One was my heart, the other my soul. Now there's a silence I can't control. How do I grieve the love that we had when my best friend is the one making me sad? The two people I trusted the most are dancing together while I'm just a ghost. I see the way he looks at you, a look I thought that I once knew. And you don't even turn away. There's nothing left for me to say. I lost my partner, lost my friend, a double death, a bitter end. You both knew where my wounds were deep and chose the secrets you would keep. Did you talk about me when you touched? Did it hurt to know I cared so much? I'm paralyzed in this empty space, seeing my brotherhood in your embrace. I didn't just lose a lover's flame, I lost the person who knew my name. Yeah, I'm losing the only two I ever loved to a betrayal I never could have dreamed of. One was my heart, the other my soul. Now there's a silence I can't control. How do I grieve the love that we had when my best friend is the one making me sad? The two people I trusted the most are dancing together while I'm just a ghost. Walk away, I won't stand in the light. I've lost my wings, I've lost my fight. Two empty chairs, one broken heart. The people I love tore my world apart. Just let me go. I'm already a ghost. They say the truth sets you free, right? But nobody tells you about the impact. The way it feels when it hits you at 60 miles an hour in the middle of a street you used to call home. Check. I was cruising on forever, eyes locked on the dash. Didn't see the red flags, didn't expect the crash. I had a passenger I trusted, hand on my knee while you were texting him the things you never say to me. Yeah, the mirrors were skewed, the vision was blurred. I was listening to I love you, every hollowed out word, while he was waiting at the corner in the shadows in the dark, ready to jump the engine, ready to steal the spark. I thought we were a team, a ride or die pack, but you were just an actress and he was the act. Now I'm standing on the asphalt, looking at the glass, watching my entire life just wither in the grass. I didn't see the headlights, I didn't hear the sound. I was looking at the stars while you were digging up the ground. It was the truth that ran me down. It was a lie that let me bleed. It was the two people I love giving me everything I don't need. I'm a wreck on the shoulder, I'm a ghost in this town, while you're driving off together, never looking around. Yeah, you left a silhouette of a man on the street with a heart made of lead and some holes in his feet. It's a long way up when you're this far down, shattered by the truth that ran me down. Funny thing is, I actually apologized to you for being paranoid, for asking who was calling. I felt guilty for the smoke I smelled while you both were busy burning the house down. Now I see the skid marks, the patterns of the betrayal. A textbook script, yeah, a low budget betrayal. You took my loyalty and used it for your traction, left me paralyzed, a physical abstraction. He was my brother, man, that's the part that really stings. I gave him the world and he clipped both my wings. Was it worth it? The secret, the thrill of the chase. Does he look like a king? He's taking my place. So do you both see the blood on the grill of the car? Do you feel the vibration of every single scar? You didn't just leave, you chose to erase every memory of us, every smile on my face. It was the truth that ran me down. It was a lie that let me bleed. It was the two people I love giving me everything I don't need. I'm a wreck on the shoulder, I'm a ghost in this town, while you're driving off together, never looking around. Yeah, you left a silhouette of a man on the street with a heart made of lead and some holes in his feet. It's a long way up when you're this far down, shattered by the truth that ran me down. I'm still here, in the middle of the road, waiting for the lights to change. But the truth is, the car is gone, and so are you. Poured the wine, I set the plate, while you were planning our expiration date. I was talking about forever and us, while you were turning our gold into rust. You sat across from me, steady and calm, hiding the detonator in your palm. I was looking for a future in your eyes, while you were busy polishing the lies. The enemy wasn't at the gates or hiding in the hands of fate. I didn't have to look very far to find the one who would leave the scar. It wasn't a stranger, it wasn't the dark, it was the one who held my every spark. Now I'm shivering, consumed by the gloom of the traitor in the room. You knew my ghost and you knew my scars. We counted wishes under the stars, but while I was dreaming of building a home, you were already packed and ready to roam. It's the way you can kiss me and still feel cold, the way that a story can't be untold. I was a soldier standing guard for you, while you were the one who was cutting through. They say keep your friends close, your enemies closer, but what do you do when the war is over, when the one who was supposed to shield the blade is the very same one by whom you're betrayed? It's a quiet strike, it's a civil war, and I don't even know what I'm fighting for. The enemy wasn't at the gates or hiding in the hands of fate. I didn't have to look very far to find the one who would leave the scar. It wasn't a stranger, it wasn't the dark, it was the one who held my every spark. Now I'm shivering, consumed by the gloom of the traitor in the room. I'm looking at the chair where you used to sit, and the candle is out, though I tried to light it. Just a shadow where a heart should be. The traitor in the room was the one who claimed to love me. We were a circle that nothing could break, a promise so steady it didn't even shake. But a circle is narrow, just enough for two, and I never noticed he was leaning on you. I invited him into the warmth of our light. Now I'm the one left shivering out in the night. I was the bridge that brought you together. Now I'm the storm in your perfect weather. I'm a crowded room in a heart built for one, watching the setting of my only sun. I'm the third person in a two-person world, watching a story I started slowly unfurl. You're finishing sentences I used to begin, but he's the only one you're letting in. I'm the extra chair, the shadow on the wall, the one who gets ignored when the curtains fall. I taught him how to love you and he learned it too well. Now I'm the only soul in this three-person hell. It's a quiet betrayal, no shouting, no fire, just a slow burning bridge and a tangled wire. He knows my favorite stories, he knows your deepest fears, because I shared them all throughout the years. Now you're laughing at jokes that we used to share, but I'm sitting right here and you don't see me there. How do I hate him when he's been my brother? How do I lose you to the arms of another, when the arms that hold you are the ones I once trusted? Now the iron in my chest watched it drift away. The second was a wire bridge that snapped in shades of grey. But this one, oh, I built it out of stone and sacred vows. I thought I'd finally learn the way to make it last somehow. But the pillars are crumbling, sinking in the mud, and the water rising up is thicker than the blood. This was the one, it was supposed to take me home, across the jagged canyon where the lonely spirits roam. I gave my last match to the wind, my last hope to the flame. Now I'm standing on the edge, just whispering your name. The smoke is rising black against the sky of hollow blue, watching the third bridge burn between me and you. They say the third time is a charm, a lucky strike of light, but it's just another fight in the middle of the night. I'm running out of timber, I'm running out of soul. I've got no more foundations left to dig out of this hole. The first two left me bruised, but this one leaves me blind, leaving every dream I had 1,000 miles behind. How many times can one heart learn to fall before it stops believing there's a meaning to it all? I didn't just lose love, I lost the will to try, while the embers of our forever fall screaming from the sky. This was the one that was supposed to take me home, across the jagged canyon where the lonely spirits roam. I gave my last match to the wind, my last hope to the flame. I'm standing on the edge, just whispering your name. The smoke is rising black against the sky of hollow blue, watching the third bridge burn between me and you. No more crossroads, no more shore, just the ashes on the water and an open door. I can't walk through anymore. The third bridge burned, just ashes now. I gave you the keys to every secret I kept, while you sat by my side and watched while I slept. I told you he was the one, the end of my road, and you carried the secret like a heavy gold load. But you weren't just listening to help me get through, you were taking notes on how to make him love you. It wasn't a stranger who broke down the door, it was the one I let in, the one I adored. The ultimate betrayal, the quietest crime, the theft of a loved one piece at a time. Now his heart is a souvenir you chose to keep, while I'm left with a friendship buried 6 feet deep. Do you wear that dress because you know it's his favorite hue? Does he look at your face and see shadows of who I used to be to him? I trusted your shadow, I trusted your grace. Never thought you'd be the one trying to take my place. You stole the morning coffee and the way he says my name. Now you're playing the lead in a stolen frame. You didn't just take him, you took my safe space. You took the one person I needed to face this heartbreak. How do I mourn when my healer is the thief? When the hands that should hold me are the cause of my grief. It wasn't a stranger who broke the door. It was the one I let in, the one I adore. The ultimate betrayal, the quietest crime, the theft of a love, one piece at a time. Now his heart is a souvenir you chose to keep, while I'm left with a friendship buried 6 feet deep. You can keep the records, you can keep the ring, but you'll never own the truth of everything. A love that's stolen is a heavy thing to hold. I hope your new fire doesn't leave you in the cold. The theft is over, but I'm the one who's free. I passed that little bistro on the corner, the one where we would hide from all the rain. I saw you through the window in the corner, and for a second I forgot my pain. But then he leaned across and told a story, a little joke I've never heard before. And you threw your head back in that old familiar way, but the sound that hit the air broke me even more. It's the sound of your new laughter, ringing out the kind that doesn't have a ghost of doubt. It's a higher pitch, a lighter tone than any joy that we had ever known. I'm standing in the dark, just a silent afterglow, while the sound of your new laughter tells me I should go. I used to think I owned that specific rhythm, the way you catch your breath and close your eyes. I thought I was the only one who held the key to the music in your voice when it would rise. But now he's got the melody I'm missing. He's rewritten every harmony we made, and I'm just an echo in a hollow room, watching all our golden records start to fade. It's not the way you hold your hand that kills me, or the way he pulls the chair out for your seat. It's knowing that he's found a brand new frequency that makes your broken heart feel so complete. It's the sound of your new laughter, ringing out the kind that doesn't have a ghost of doubt. It's a higher pitch, a lighter tone than any joy that we had ever known. I'm standing in the dark, just a silent afterglow, while the sound of your new laughter tells me I should go. again. It's a beautiful sound, even if it's not for me, even if it buries me in the ground. I'll just listen to the wind and the sound of your new laughter. I kept the keys in the jar by the door, a habit I couldn't break. Counting the third time's a charm, promises that I used to make. The first was a wildfire, the second a slow burning spark. But you were the lighthouse I thought would guide me through the dark. Now the kitchen is freezing and the floorboards don't groan. It's funny how a house feels bigger when you're settling alone. It's not the screaming or the slamming doors that breaks the night. It's the quiet click of a suitcase, like when you lose the fight. It's the rustle of a jacket and the turning of the key, the rhythm of the distance growing between you and me. I've memorized the silence and I've memorized the gray, but the loudest thing I've ever heard is the sound of walking away. 3 times I've stood at this window, watching taillights bleed to red, replaying every I love you and every word we never said. I'm a collector of endings, a master of the goodbye, but this one feels like a mountain when I've lost the will to climb. I'm not reaching for the phone and I'm not calling out your name. I'm just listening to the echo of a heart that's finally tame. One left a scar and the second left a stain, but the third one took the part of me that didn't mind the rain. Now the driveway is empty and the air is getting thin. I'm locking up the places where I used to let you in. It's not the screaming or the slamming doors that breaks the night. It's the quiet click of a suitcase, like when you lose the fight. It's the rustle of a jacket and the turning of the key, the rhythm of the distance growing between you and me. I've memorized the silence and I've memorized the gray, but the loudest thing I've ever heard is the sound of walking away. Footsteps on the gravel, then the engine starts to fade. I'm just a ghost in the hallway of the mess that we made, left with the ringing in my ears, the sound of 3 failed years, the sound of you walking away. We used to be a symphony, a perfect 3-part chord, safe harbor from the world. Or so I told the Lord. I tell you about my dreams and I tell him about my fears, never knowing you were whispers, drying each other's tears. Now the rhythm has shifted, the melody is gone, and I'm the only one who didn't know the break of dawn. Oh, it's the silence between the 3 of us that's screaming out your name, the quiet way you look at him that puts my heart to shame. I lost my better half to the one who knew me best. Now there's a cold and empty hollow where my spirit used to rest. rest. You found a bridge to cross, but you used me as a stone. Now the silence is the only thing I get to call my own. I see the body language change when I walk into the room. The way the air turns heavy, like a shroud inside a tomb. He was the best man in my head. You were the only girl I'd see, but you were building empires on the ruins of me. How does a lifelong friendship turn to a stolen kiss? How did I become the person that neither of you miss? If I scream into the void, will either of you hear? Or are you too busy drowning out the ghosts of yesteryear? You traded loyalty for a feeling that's brand new, but you buried a version of me to make room for the two of you. Yeah, it's the silence between the three of us that's screaming out your name. The quiet way you look at him that puts my heart to shame. I lost my better half to the one who knew me best. Now there's a cold and empty hollow where my spirit used to rest. You found a bridge to cross, but you used me as a stone. Now the silence is the only thing I get to call my own. No more late night calls, no more coffee for three. Just the echo of the people that you used to be. The silence, it's so loud between the three of us. The walls are still vibrating from the words we threw like stones. A tectonic shift that rattled all the marrow in my bones. The first love was a lesson, the second was a scar, but this third one was the gravity that pulled down every star. I shouted till my lungs gave out. I fought to make you stay, but the air has gone static and you're miles of words away. Now I'm drowning in the silence after the scream, the hollow ringing ending of a three-time broken dream. It's the quietest of thunders, the coldest kind of heat, the sound of a heart that's finally admitted its defeat. No more crying, no more trying to bridge the great divide. Just the silence after the scream, with nowhere left to hide. I look at all the empty space where your laughter used to lean. The mess of us is haunting like a tragic movie scene. I thought I'd finally gotten right what I'd twice done so wrong, but I was just a ghostwriter for a very lonely song. The echoes of the front door slam are pulsing in my head, leaving all the I love yous to be buried with the dead. Is there a sound for a spirit when it finally snaps in two? Or is it just this muted gray, this absence of you? I've got no more ammunition, no more prayers left to send, just the terrifying quiet that comes at the very end. Yeah, I'm drowning in the silence after the scream, the hollow ringing ending of a 3-time broken dream. It's the quietest of thunders, the coldest kind of heat, the sound of a heart that's finally admitted its defeat. No more crying, no more trying to bridge the great divide, just the silence after the scream, with nowhere left to hide. Shh, can you hear it? The sound of me giving up. The 3rd time was the limit, and the silence is enough.